So, let's have our Reaver imbued with the elemental power of darkness. I was stabbing at you. You are going to die, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Ow! How rude. Don't bother a man while he's eating. I need to use the TK thing more, and I need to get away from the camera. I didn't mean to let the other two die. Because if you let them die, they lose their souls somehow, I guess. That looks amazingly legit. It also looks kind of like I would be able to get up there without shifting into the spectral realm. Okay, I can walk here. And I can already see people clipping out of bounds there. How do I get up there? Let's try shifting. Well, that worked, and we can even get back to the... Now I'm not at full health, and I think in this game we can shift regardless. The reason being, we only have one shared health bar between the physical and the spiritual realm. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I guess it's pretty damn nice overall. Oh, that's right. I just remembered something. We don't forge our Reaver in random places anymore. No. We go to some sort of forging hub, if I may call it that. Now don't fall down, you stupid. Oh. Good thing you fell down, Raziel. Because there's not as many... I totally can use telekinesis on these guys and they can't die from it. This is amazing! Already. Oh. Sure.
As I stepped through, I felt a sense of displacement, as some arcane sorcery transported me away. This was clearly some ancient ruin of a vampire civilization. Perhaps here I would finally decipher the riddle of my destiny.
Maybe.
Throughout these ruins, I found murals depicting the seminal events of vampire history. These scenes commemorated a great war between the ancient vampires and their rivals. In triumph, they banished their adversaries from the world, and raised the pillars as the lock that binds them. The image of the Reaver was inscribed throughout this place, always depicted with reverence. The vampire's holy weapon was destined to be borne by their prophesied hero, for whom it was forged. But if this was my destiny, why had the Reaver tried to consume me?
Well, because... Good question. think we're getting some earlier shadows among the fray here. Not that they are much to deal with, but...
This scene depicted the appointment of the original vampire guardians, each summoned to serve when the pillars were raised. Each guardian is aligned to the principle of the pillar he serves, and the balance guardian is the axis of them all.
Welp, fun times for them. Oh hey, I've seen this symbol before, and I didn't mean to get down from there before we clip out of bounds and do something horrible. Hello, knock knock. Not a whole lot that way. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot this way either. Wah! Come into my belly. It feels so empty without you. It feels empty in general, actually. I don't think there's anything of worth in this room. At least not in the Spectre realm. So let's go down, I guess. Souls. And not a whole lot this way. Why Raziel suddenly can climb walls in the spiritual realm is still beyond me. Also, this is a shortcut back up. Well, this is the way back up. We can't enter that from above, but we could from below. Now I'm kind of looking for something specific. But I guess we just go back to the material realm. Why not? After all, there's battle and they couldn't wait for us in the spectral realm. Well, at least that's a nice thing. Yes, of course it is. Ooh. That soul looked like it had wings of some sort. Yeah, let's have a look at that soul. Winged souls. Because they are angels, probably, maybe? Probably not, but... especially not knowing this game. Go away, I'm trying to eat here. Oh, look at that! You made me lose my food! And again, idiot. Oh, tentacles. How I missed thee ever since escaping from the squeeze chamber. Fortunately, Raziel automatically targets everything, even if it is underground. So that makes the tentacles kind of trivial. A door. A camera. That is kind of solid. That's the worst thing about the camera, it's solid. And we can do a whole lot with them light orbs there. Can we do anything but going back up? Let me have a look around here. Sometimes the walls in these places are cracked, and you can just break through them. But not so the case in the first one. So let's go back up and see if that changes anything. I sure hope it does, because if I'm just back at the beginning, then I just wasted a whole lot of time. Ah snap, I could have eaten that thing there. Can't do that in the spiritual realm. Actually, I think I know what to do, and I'm silly about it. So... well, there still was a soul of one of the winged guys. Right behind here. Here. Right.
At last it was done. The Reaver was forged with darkness. As I felt this new power coursing within the Wraith Blade, I knew that now the Light Temple would open to me.
And not only that, we get an awesome new ability. Also, we can switch Reavers at will. Which is just about the most awesome thing about anything ever in this game. Also, we need to reopen that gate, because it kind of closed on us. But yeah, switching Reavers at will. It's gonna become important-ish later, much later in the game. Because some Reavers give you passive abilities. Let's just say I've been tricked by that quite a lot. So, let me see here. We have one more health talisman to go in this level. One more telekinetic rune and one tome. And we need the Light Reaver to get any of them. Pretty much. Good. I wanted to check out that, but I don't have a lot of combat experience now, do I? Kane did get so much more fighting. Why? Also, why did I just go into the wrong room? I meant to go here. We need to go back up and out of this place. Because we have some really nice things to do. Oh. You know what? I'll fight you. I'll humor you. Or let you humor me. Ow. Stop that. Inconsiderate bastard. I was trying to feed here. So what was that? Oh, maximum Dark Reaver, you say? Well. Oh yeah. And you don't even know what hit him. Oh. Oh well. Back we go. And suddenly we have them bird things up there. They're kind of like the eyes from the second game, except they don't just instantly kill you. Also, what's up here? Surely there must be something up here. Not really, except that thing. Well. Yeah, come on, why did you make this room symmetrical? I was expecting another staircase over there. So, what we have to do in order to get past these guys is use our Reaver spell with darkness, which makes us invisible. we need the normal Reaver for that, right? Right. Alright. I will generally run around with the highest level Reaver I have. Generally, that doesn't mean specifically always, but oh well. So, I recall there being a thing in the cemetery which has a thing. A light Reaver in it. Yeah, there was also that door down there.
You don't belong in this world, vampire.
Oh, you almost did it correctly. But it's die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Camera, will you please cooperate? Oh right, the vampire hunters kind of act like RPG parties. We have a vampire sorcerer, I guess, who can buff up the comrade. It's kind of fantastic. They have like a DPS, a chemist, and well, ow, a mage who can buff the dudes and cast some spells on me, I think. On them. Yeah, you know what I mean. Ah, and finally I remember to mention it, but apparently there is some sort of MMO RPG. Oh, that's a mage, by the way. Not for long though. Get her soul already, thank you. Anyway, there seems to be some sort of MMO. No, I don't think it's actually an MMO. It seems more like one of them first-person shooty things. Vampire hunters versus vampires. It takes essentially place in, at least, well, it's called Nosgoth, so go figure where it takes place. It seems to take place in the Soul Reaver universe, or, well, I call it Soul Reaver universe, but really it's the Legacy of Kain universe. And it seems to be a versus kind of game, like Team Fortress. Yeah, like Team Fortress or Counter-Strike or something like that, except vampires and versus vampire hunters. So if you are interested in that, I'm honestly not all that much, but if you are interested in that, check it out. It's on Steam. It probably costs way too much. Way more than it's worth. Or at least it's gonna be on Steam soon. Did you just spit fire at me, woman? Come to think of it, I think they can actually do that. Oh well, we need to go back to where we first found our corpse. Which is actually an interesting room. We didn't know at the time, I don't think, but Graciela should mention it soon-ish. Oh hey! If you recall, there was a thing in this room with like bird faces and a door that we couldn't get past. Yeah, excuse me, I pushed the wrong button. I didn't mean to let you wait. Gotcha. And use that as well. Now recall this. With a Dark Reaver, we can totally get past these freaking heads. And continue on towards the Light Forge. Spoiler, there's gonna be a Light Forge in this game, and it's gonna be pretty darn soon. Considering the time I've totally recorded up till now, and the average length of an episode, it should actually be in this episode that I imbue the Reaver with light. If the camera wasn't being a jerk about it, I could switch to the... Stop that! Funny thing about the Sluag, by the way, if you suck them up and they are at the same time sucking each other up, they can actually materialize in your mouth. They are special like that. I am just waiting for the day that speedrunner... Huh. What's that? Well, it seems to be locked, I guess. I'm just waiting for the day that a speedrunner can find a way to use Sluag to sequence break something in the game, because they can spawn in your mouth, or respawn, or rematerialize, whatever. This isn't just any random old grave.
Against all odds, I had stumbled into Cain's own mausoleum. This seemed an unlikely coincidence.
Well, it's kind of a neat coincidence, though. So let's do our thing. Let's have a look at Cain, actually. That was Cain as he was when he was a human. Around the time of his death.